General Hospital will reveal that after the unexpected death of Monica due to a stroke, the entire Quartermaine family is immersed in an atmosphere of sorrow and mourning. Monica had always been the center of the family, not only for her intelligence and sharpness but also for her warm heart and ability to bring everyone together. However, the legacy she left behind after her passing becomes the catalyst for an unprecedented family feud in the Quartermaine dynasty. Jason, the adopted son whom Monica always loved and trusted, is the first to be contacted by Monica's lawyer after the funeral. In a private meeting at the lawyer's office, Jason is informed that Monica has left her entire estate to him. This decision surprises Jason, not because he doesn't understand Monica's affection for him, but because he realizes that this inheritance will bring about countless complications. Monica's will clearly states that Jason will inherit all her assets, including the Quartermaine mansion, shares in ELQ, and other major investments. Monica believed that Jason was the only one capable of preserving the family legacy and protecting it from unnecessary disputes. However, this decision quickly becomes the spark for a new chain of conflicts. Tracy, Monica's ambitious sister-in-law, couldn't hide her dissatisfaction when she learned the contents of the will. Tracy had always seen Jason as an outsider, a potential threat to the family's reputation and security. Not only did she oppose Monica's decision, but she also plotted to regain control of the estate. In Tracy's mind, Jason didn't deserve this role because he had spent much of his life in the criminal underworld. To execute her scheme, Tracy turned to Drew, Jason's twin brother. Although Drew had a complicated relationship with Jason, he initially did not want to get involved in the family disputes. However, Tracy, with her clever persuasion, planted the idea in Drew's mind that Jason was not the right person to manage Monica's estate. She emphasized that Drew, with his straightforward nature and lack of involvement in the criminal world, was the trustworthy one to take on this role. Tracy and Drew began to devise a plan to overthrow Jason. They sought to exploit legal loopholes in the will and garnered support from other family members. They incessantly criticized Jason, using arguments about his dangerous lifestyle to make others believe that he was incapable of protecting the family. Tracy even made it difficult for Jason to care for Danny, his son, at the Quartermaine mansion. She constantly interfered with Jason's parenting of Danny, trying to prove that he was not only a bad guardian but also unworthy of the role of head of the family. Meanwhile, Jason remained unfazed by Tracy and Drew's schemes. He understood that Monica had entrusted him with this responsibility because she believed in his abilities. Jason was not concerned with money or power, but he knew that he had to protect Monica's legacy from selfish calculations. He spent time strengthening family relationships, explaining the reasons Monica chose him, and urging everyone to trust her wishes. The battle between Jason, Tracy, and Drew quickly escalated into a legal and emotional war that lasted for weeks. Tracy, with Drew's support, took the matter to court, requesting a review of the will's legality. She constantly attacked Jason, seizing every opportunity to tarnish his reputation. Drew, though uncomfortable with Tracy's methods, still found himself caught between loyalty to the family and his differences with Jason. During this process, Jason proved his decisiveness and leadership. He not only faced attacks from Tracy but also worked to resolve internal family conflicts. With support from Michael, Sam, and other family members, Jason gradually regained their trust. He also used his intelligence and resolve to dismiss the legal arguments presented by Tracy and Drew. After many court hearings and tense confrontations, the court ruled that Monica's will was entirely legal. Jason was officially recognized as the sole heir to the entire estate. This decision was not only a legal victory but also a reaffirmation of Jason's position within the Quartermaine family. After the victory, Jason did not stop at merely protecting the estate. He decided to take bold action, demanding Tracy leave the Quartermaine mansion. Jason realized that Tracy's presence not only caused conflict but also posed a threat to the family's harmony. Although this decision was met with opposition from some members, Jason stood firm in his choice. Tracy, with her inherent arrogance and greed, reluctantly left the mansion. Before leaving, she didn't forget to leave behind warnings that she would not abandon her plan to regain control. Drew, after his defeat, began to rethink his actions. He realized that collaborating with Tracy had not yielded positive results and may have hurt his relationship with Jason. Jason, despite his victory, did not feel relief. He understood that his responsibility went beyond managing assets. He also had to protect the values Monica had built throughout her life. Standing in front of Monica's portrait in the living room, Jason silently promised her that he would do everything in his power to preserve the family's legacy and ensure it would be passed down to the next generation in its entirety. The story of the inheritance battle in the Quartermain family is not just a lesson in loyalty and responsibility, but also a testament to the power of family love. Jason, the son Monica trusted the most, proved that he deserved that trust and would continue to protect her legacy in the challenging times ahead. The battle, which seemed to end with Jason's resounding victory, was, in fact, just the beginning of darker schemes by Tracy and Drew. The legal defeat did not discourage Tracy. On the contrary, she became even more determined to regain control of the family estate at all costs. Greed and a bloated ego pushed Tracy deeper into morally questionable actions, willing to use the most devious methods. Tracy knew that fighting Jason legally was futile, as he always had the support of loyal allies within the family. Therefore, she decided to take another, darker route, eliminating Jason completely. She enticed Drew, still harboring dissatisfaction, into a meticulously planned assassination of Jason. Tracy convinced Drew that Jason was not only the only barrier between them and the estate but also a threat to the very existence of the Quartermain family. To carry out this plot, Tracy and Drew began to tap into old connections in the shadows. Tracy, with her cunning and political experience, reached out to dangerous figures in the criminal underworld. She wasn't afraid to spend large sums of money to hire professional assassins to eliminate Jason in a clean manner, without leaving a trace. She wanted Jason's death to appear as an accident or an unexplainable incident. Meanwhile, Drew, though harboring doubts about his actions, found himself drawn into Tracy's plan. Manipulated by her persuasive words, he told himself that eliminating Jason would be a necessary step to protect the family from the risks he believed Jason would bring. But deep down, Drew felt uneasy and conflicted, knowing that he was going against the values Monica, who had once trusted both him and Jason, had always upheld. During this time, Jason began to sense something was wrong. He noticed that he was being watched, and dangers were increasing around him. His survival instincts, honed over many years in the criminal world, kept him alert. He quietly started investigating, using his connections to uncover clues about those behind the threat. Jason not only faced external dangers but also had to fight internal conflicts within the family. Some members still secretly supported Tracy, believing she was only doing what was best for the family. But Jason, with his determination and loyalty to Monica's legacy, would not let these schemes shake his resolve. He continued to protect the family with everything he had, even using strong measures to ensure the safety of those he loved. However, Tracy did not give up easily. When the first assassination attempt failed due to Jason's vigilance, she immediately shifted to a more sophisticated strategy. Tracy sought to sow discord within the family, deliberately creating misunderstandings to weaken Jason's position. She even spread rumors that Jason was plotting to take all the wealth for himself, leaving the other members with nothing. The battle grew more intense than ever, with both sides playing bold and dangerous moves. Jason knew that he was not only fighting to protect Monica's legacy but also to maintain the family's trust in him. He also understood that Tracy and Drew would not stop until they achieved their goal, no matter the cost. The question remains, can Jason withstand Tracy and Drew's ruthlessness and manipulation? And in this battle, will Drew find his conscience before it's too late? The answer remains unclear, but one thing is certain, the real battle has not ended, and the Quartermain family is facing an unprecedented storm.